I think the Democrats are overplaying their hand with ICE. It's just, when I hear commentators saying, oh, ICE was using the child as bait, everybody knows. I mean, most people realize that's not true. And demonizing ICE, like Amy Klobuchar telling them to get out of Minnesota, and Hakeem Jeffries, in my opinion, comes across as weak. It's just, I think, they should continue to focus on what the American people want and stop. They're escalating this on purpose, as we were saying, they're politicizing it, and it's going to backfire. And it's not what overall, I just can't believe. I'm a Democrat and I sympathize with the victims, but I also sympathize with the ICE agents.
Yeah.
It's a
Okay.
hard job what they're doing.
All right.
And, I mean, I have a law enforcement in my family, and I know most law enforcement people do not wake up every morning thinking, I want to kill someone today, or I want to cause harm, or, it's just, I think it's going to backfire, and I wish they would grow up, the Democrats, and start focusing on an agenda and a policy and what they're going to do for the people. This is just, it's kind of embarrassing, in my
All right,
opinion.
Colleen, thank you for that. Larry, then Kevin. Thank you, Colleen.
I
Thanks.
agree with Colleen. I do think that this is sort of where the power and momentum and fundraising for the party has been for 10 years now, from outrage to outrage to outrage. But even David Axelrod yesterday said that this whole defund, dismantle, and eliminate ICE narrative is just as damaging and will hurt them just as much as when it was defund the police. I don't know if they're listening, though. That's a question for Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin.
Yeah, Colleen, it's a great point that you make. I had that fear too of this kind of overplaying. I always keep an eye on the general, right? General elections, and this obviously isn't going to. Maybe it's helpful in some people's primaries, and Mark just played the video from Graham in Maine, but certainly not helpful come November. I would encourage everyone to watch Governor Josh Shapiro's appearance with Brett Baer last night, where he threaded the needle really well on this and spoke out very clearly against the local DA on the ground in Philly that has been over the top with his rhetoric, comparing folks to Nazis and the Gestapo and things like that. And he could point to actual real results working with law enforcement to tackle violent crime, not demonizing people on either side, the protesters or our law enforcement.
I agree with Kevin. Shapiro's been at his very best on this topic, and there's some research that suggests his approach is the one that's most resonant. Colleen, thank you.